All right, welcome in here to Western High School. We've got a 3:45 start time for some high school softball as we've got some weather coming in. Try to get the game done and everybody home safely. We've got the Liberty Tax Service pregame show on the other side of the break. It's the Liberty Eagles in town and the Western Wildcats. Be right back with you right here on tap.
Great Rivers Bank offers a totally free checking account without a monthly minimum balance and no service fees. Share the joy of free checking with friends and family, and when they open a new account, you both earn free gifts. You can refer your friends and family now at refergreatriversbank.com. Our current gift is an Everest Journey backpack. Great Rivers Bank will buy back unused checks and debit cards, up to $10 from previous accounts. For more information, visit our website at www.greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Whether you need one load of rock for your driveway or many more for your farm or business, Lumley Trucking is the answer for all your rock hauling needs. Give Mark at Lumley Trucking a call at 217-473-4006.
All right, welcome back here to Liberty Tax Service pregame show. Liberty Tax Service of Hannibal, Quincy, Pittsfield, and Macomb, proud supporters of the Western Wildcats. Liberty comes into this one. They are 10-1 on the season. They've got some really nice quality wins over teams like West Hancock, which we've seen. That was one of Pittsfield's 2 losses at the hands of West Hancock. They've also knocked off Rushville Industry, and then just this past Saturday, a 4-1 victory over Olympia. And Olympia, I believe, is 13-5 on the season. So another nice squad. Like I said, Liberty's 10-1. They've got 1 loss on the season. That comes to the Havana Ducks. And that was a time-shortened game, more of a tournament-type format on a Saturday where they had an 80-minute time limit. They ended up losing by 1 in 4 innings. You think about this Liberty team, Reese, a lot of talented girls. We talked about it last year. We recognize all the names. They're young. They're still young.
Yeah, I made that comment to you before the game that I think I remember a lot of these names, and I don't think it's because of volleyball. I think it's because of how well they played against us last year in softball. I do remember that game up there in Liberty last year. It was windy as windy could be.
It was.
It was Good Friday. We didn't have school, and we played like it. So
yeah, and they teed off. If I remember right, there was 2 or 3 over the fence.
I think you might just be correct. It wasn't a competitive game, so hopefully we can repay the favor today.
That is right. Chandler John's going to be pitching for the Eagles. She has done the bulk of the pitching here so far this year. Ava Hemmings thrown 2 different games against Macomb and Payson, but John's got the tough matchups, and she has been all that and more. She carries a 2.14 ERA. She's got 48 strikeouts, so averaging just under a strikeout an inning. Her defense plays very well behind her. We'll be back with you. We've got the Western Wildcats coming up next right here on tap.
This broadcast powered by Tiger Hawk Technologies, empowering your business with reliable IT solutions.
I'm Chris Nichols, managing broker and owner at Ridgeline Sales Group, LLC. Are you interested in buying or selling real estate? With over 100 years of combined managing broker experience, Ridgeline Sales Group has assembled a team that can help you with any of your real estate needs. From first-time home buyers to seasoned farm investors, we represent buyers and sellers all across West Central Illinois, helping to make their real estate dreams come to life. Give us a call today at 217-285-5800 or jump on our website at ridgelinesalesgroup.com.
All right, welcome back here to the Liberty Tax Service pregame show. How can you improve your game when it comes to saving tax dollars? Put Liberty Tax on your team and benefit from their knowledge and experience. They dig for every deduction and credit and guarantee the most accurate result. Liberty Tax prepares individual and business taxes, plus bookkeeping and payroll service. They are trusted locally, respected nationally, and of course, as tax day just went here just a couple days ago, I'm sure they're all enjoying a couple days off. I can tell you my parents are sitting down at the Ozarks right now.
They probably earned it a bit.
They did, and I'm sure they're tuned in right now saying, I can't believe you're saying we're down here. But Dad's looking forward to doing some fishing. All right, we're getting ready for starting lineups, national anthem. I guess we've still got the coaches meeting to happen. Talk about this Western Wildcat team a little bit. They are 6-5 on the season. 4 of those 5 losses come to 2A or a 4A Quincy High. Their
Like
lone,
you throw that in there, that or 4A.
yeah, or 4A. Don't play a lot of 4A schools here. The one lone loss to a 1A school is at Triopia last Saturday, and that was an extra inning affair. What a phenomenal game.
Not to go off on a tangent, I see Triopia and Pittsfield are playing tomorrow, and I have triangular at Triopia.
And I really hope that happens with, of course, some weather issues, all weekend. Liberty's scheduled to play Triopia next Tuesday. Of course, Triopia, one of the juggernauts, if you'd say, in the 1A ranks. Liberty as well. Liberty's going to host the other side of our regional.
Yes, they will. I'll be curious
sectional.
to see how that regional breaks down here in a couple short weeks.
Yeah, for sure. All right, on these Wildcats, of course, 5 seniors. They're all in the lineup again this evening. We've kind of banked on them for hitting and kind of some leadership, but you can't really talk about Western softball if you don't talk about Sophie Rinker.
That's to say the least. Pitches, probably pitched, 3/4 of the games up to this point in the season, and
yeah,
she's batting leadoff tonight for them.
Yeah, just bats well, pitches well, and we talk about the loss against Pittsfield. That was a 5-0 loss. Triopia, 3-0 loss in extra innings, but, she can go the distance. I think we were both pretty impressed in the Pittsfield game, how she kept the ball down, kind of worked the bottom of the zone.
One mistake that
one pitch, and Kinley Griggs made her pay.
Griggs.
But definitely been impressed with her, and we're not just bragging on her because we are Western people, but she definitely, as a sophomore, one of the more impressive players in the area for sure. All right, we're going to step away. We're going to do national anthem starting lineups as the coaches meeting finishes up here at home plate. We'll be right on time, I think, with a 4:45 or a 3:45 start time. We'll be back with you right here on tap.
That's you trying to fix the plumbing yourself to save a few bucks. Doing things yourself doesn't always end well. The same goes for insurance. That's why Auto Owners works with local independent agents who tailor coverage to meet your needs and offer discounts for life, home, car, and business insurance. Because sometimes you need a professional to get the job done right. That's simple human sense.
Give Devin at Gully and Heckler Insurance a call today at 217-335-2817. Let us stand between you and loss. Liberty Tax Service of Quincy, Hannibal, Pittsfield, and Macomb are proud supporters of TA Productions. Give them a call today at 217-224-2300 or stop by any of their locations.
The Western YMCA is here to support you with programs for all ages and 24-hour access to keep our community strong. We're proud to support you and the Western Wildcats.
Ava Hemming's going to lead off for the Liberty Lady Eagles, who come into the contest as, like we said in the pregame, one of, if not the best 1A teams in the area. Western, again, has their hands full for the third time in 4 games. First pitch of the afternoon is from Sophie Riniker, grounded to Alyssa Barr. Long ways to go. She'll field it cleanly. Throw to first is not in time, and an infield single on the first pitch from the speedy Ava Hemming.
It's one of those you got to charge. You're so deep there at second base. You got to charge.
And that's similar to that first play there in the Pittsfield game for Western, the one that fell between McMullen and McQuay. We'll see if Liberty's able to take advantage of it like Pittsfield was. Liberty swinging early as another first pitch swing from Anna Dietrich. She's the second baseman for this Lady Eagles squad, and she's behind 0-1 in the count. Coach Fessler down there for Liberty has a play sheet like he's calling an NFL game.
Should have laminated it for a game like today.
0-1 from Sophie's off speed. It's low. Bushmeyer will look Hemming back and toss it back to Riniker. See if Reese is able to control the running game like she was there against Pittsfield. Threw a runner out, had another one gunned down, dead to rights. 1-1 pitch to Dietrich up in the zone, ball 2. Beautiful day for softball. Hopefully the weather holds. A slight breeze pushing out to left field right now. We've never played a softball game where there hasn't been some type of breeze.
For sure. At least it's not in our face.
Pitch is high. It is 3 balls and 1 strike after the leadoff single from Ava Hemming. We'll see if Liberty maybe looks to put Hemming in motion on this one. On deck is the dangerous Chandler John as well. 3-1 pitch from Sophie. Grounded between Fessler and McQuay into left, and it's going to get between the legs of Wood. She's able to stop it, though, and toss it into third. Back-to-back singles for Liberty, and they are in business here in the top of the first as Chandler John steps to the plate.
Yeah, what a great start here for the Eagles.
That was a good old-fashioned case of hit them where they're not. 5-6 hole for a single. Chandler John's going to pitch in the bottom halves of the innings tonight. First one she sees from Sophie's an off-speed pitch, and a good one from Sophie. John was thinking hard. Sophie went soft.
Getting my duties caught up over here on the game changer.
It's a good job for you. That pitch sails to the backstop. Liberty has second and third. There's nobody out. And contrary to what the scoreboard thinks, that pitch that was 15 feet high was not. He called strike 2. I think Mr. Logman's up there running, and we'll blame it on him. 1-1 pitch. Swung at and missed by Chandler John. A healthy hack out of her. Big spot here for Riniker and Bushmeyer to be on the same page. Keep everything in front and hold that runner at third. Make Liberty put the ball in play to score that run. Western is going to concede a run, though, on anything put in play with how deep the infield's playing. Off speed, Bushmeyer keeps it in front. And that's always an interesting case on whether or not to concede a run. I think it's the right call here to play your infield at normal depth. Maybe if it's later in the game, you don't want to concede that run, but still, top of the first, nobody out. You need to get it out here. 2-2 pitch coming to John. Called strike 3. Sophie's first strikeout of the day is to Chandler John as she glances at it and jogs back to the dugout. Claire Obert, the 4-hole hitter for Liberty, into bat.
Obert's batting .464 here on the season.
Going to get to the backstop. A little miscommunication here from Liberty as Dietrich's going to have to sprint back to the base. Hemming was about 15 feet from home and just decided to
turn around and go back. It did carry him off the backstop just a little bit.
Here's a 1-0 to Obert. Low ball 2. Sounded like a ring for the Cubs on your phone there.
I hope so.
On deck is Shay Ianson, the left-handed hitter. Fouled out of play by Obert. We'll see if Liberty's crowd can make plays like the Pittsfield crowd. Early returns say no. I think other teams like coming here and playing on the turf.
I would think so.
2-1 pitch. Off speed, and Obert a mile and a half out in front. So far in front, she dropped her bat. It's 2-2. Sophie has battled back after falling behind 2-0. Big pitch coming. Throws it right by Claire Obert, a second straight strikeout for Sophie. What once looked like a promising inning, second and third, nobody out, all of a sudden there's 2 down and the runners are still put. It will come up to Shea Ianson for the Lady Eagles. First offering she'll get from Renaker. Swung at and missed, strike 1. A Hemming single, a Dietrich single. John struck out looking, Obert struck out swinging. Shea Ianson.
Ianson, one of the few seniors here on this Liberty squad.
She'll play right field in the bottom half of the inning. 1-1 coming. Swung at, missed up in the zone. Good location from Sophie. Hard for Ianson to get her bat around in time. Big 1-ball, 2-strike pitch as Sophie looks to work her way out of the jam. Popped out of play.
Thought Whitey might get up and make that play. He did not.
He is actually going to go retrieve that ball, though.
You thought Colin would have. Look at Colin for it. It was just track star over here.
I don't even think he's paying attention.
I
I
don't
think he's
think
in
so.
La La Land. 1-2 pitch. Grounded back to Sophie. That's a mistake. If you're Liberty, she'll flip to Dixon at first. Back-to-back singles to start the inning. Lead to nada for Liberty. Bottom 1, 0-0.
Central State Bank is a proud supporter of Western Wildcat Athletics. With locations in Kinderhook, Pleasant Hill, Pittsfield, Quincy, and Clayton, Central State Bank is central to your banking needs. Stop in or visit us online at csb123.com. Go Wildcats! Keep your car or light truck running at its best. Head for Nomad Services at 325 Vermont in Quincy. Nomad Services Incorporated is a full-service automotive repair shop specializing in automotive and light truck repair and service. Whether it's that check engine light, an electrical problem, steering, suspension, or climate control, give them a call today at 217-430-6170 or visit Nomad Services at 325 Vermont in Quincy.
A little bit of a new lineup for Western here tonight. Sophie Renaker, followed by Lauren White, staying in the 2-hole. Reese Bushmeyer moves down to the 3 spot. McQuay still hitting 4th. Woods 5th. Dixon 6th. Vessler 7th. Westfall 8th. And Alyssa Barrise 9th. First one from John to Renaker in a pitcher duel. Off the window. To the wall.
What a good shot.
Western in the all blacks to contrast to the all whites from Liberty. Just outside, ball 1. Starting to feel like the NBA out here. The home team's wearing dark uniforms and the road team's wearing light uniforms. Here's a 1-1 pitch as John waits, looks in, and fires. Sophie gets a piece of that one and is behind in the count. Not much of a crowd here with the early start. I'm sure it'll pack in as the day continues. Again, beautiful day for softball.
More people than I thought would be here, though, at a 3:45 start time.
1-2 pitch. Not even close. 2 balls, 2 strikes. John was the first strikeout victim there in the top of the first as Sophie was able to work out of that jam.
See if she can return the favor.
Inside, ball 3, count goes full. Talked about it off air. That was huge for Sophie to work out of that jam, though. Give up 2 runs early to this Liberty squad with Chandler John pitching. That's a tough battle. Here's a full count pitch coming. Low and in, ball 4. Sophie battles all the way back.
Yeah, great at bat there for Renaker. Big base runner for the Wildcats. We haven't seen a lot of base runners the last couple games.
Absolutely.
Of course, we've
absolutely correct. And I would
faced some great pitching, you know.
I would love to see them turn white here. I'm sure they're going to have her bunt. I would love to see them turn her loose. She'll take ball 1.
Yeah, White's got to be swinging. Early in the game.
She'll be the first to tell you that she's not the best bunter. It'd be nice to.
Well, I'm not sure that we really have a great bunter on the team. We've seen some good bunts laid down from all these girls.
She'll put that in play. You're not going to turn 2 on her. Renaker's in there to second, and a really close play at first. Lauren's got great bat-to-ball skills, and she does her job there. Sophie's quick enough. Lauren's quick enough that anything on the ground you're not turning 2. That's 6-3 ground out. Will retire White. Bring in the freshman Reese Bushmeyer here. Big spot for her in the 3-hole. Western, their turn with a runner in scoring position, less than 2 outs. She'll swing at the first pitch she sees, and that's hit into center field, and it's going to land in front of Layla Parkhill. Renaker had to wait to see if the ball would drop. She was unable to go early. She'll cruise into third, and Bushmeyer's 1-out single to right center has him on the corners for Western. Great base running there out of Sophie. She had to freeze on that. Parkhill gave it a great run out there in center. Brings in Brindley McQuay here, first and third. The senior, a big chance to capitalize for the Lady Wildcats early. Again, Liberty could not convert with their opportunity in the top of the frame. We'll see if Western can here in the bottom. You would expect to see Bushmeyer in motion. She is, and she will take second. They're going to call that strike 1 on the swing from McQuay, I believe. Sun's out a bit. Hope I don't have a sunburn on my neck when it's all said and done. Liberty is, their infield is in. Ball is up in the zone. And I mentioned that there in the top of the frame. When do you decide that you're not going to concede the run and bring your infield in? We don't see Western do it too often. Liberty, bottom of the first, they've decided that this run is important enough that they're going to try to cut it down at home. Pitch is up to McQuay. Allison Woods awaits on deck as that pitch back from Mixer bounces to John. She's able to field it cleanly. And if McQuay can just get some solid contact to this with how close the infield is, it is going to get past them. 2-1 pitch, she'll pop that out of play and run the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. John, not an easy pitcher to face with 2 strikes. Not an easy pitcher to face in general, but with 2 strikes. Here comes a 2-2 pitch from Chandler John. Low and in, ball 3, count is full. First base is open if John would rather face Woods. We'll see what she cooks up here.
Not sure that would be the best decision. Allie's been hitting the ball very well.
Real well. Full count pitch. McQuay's going to pop that up to the second base.
Can't see it. Lost in the sun.
No runners are going to be able to advance. Of course, they had to freeze as the ball was just popped up to second. But like you said, she could not see that ball. She's not wearing sunglasses, is she?
No, she is not. And she looked right. And the sun just peaked out in the last 2 to 3 minutes.
When I made the comment about
until before then, we've had some sprinkles. We've had all kinds of things happening.
And that's a single. She did not.
That's a single, yeah. Nothing you can do about that.
Here's Allison Woods, an unconventional single, but Woods is going to ground that back to John. She's going to take the easy play at the plate. They'll get the out there on the 1-2 fielder's choice as they chop Renaker down at home. Good play there out of Chandler John to fielder position. As the third member of the crew has shown up, good to see you, Afton. First pitch to Dixon's up above the zone. And boy, Afton, have you missed a lot to this point? 3 people have already been thrown out.
You're worrying her.
Here's a 1-0 pitch to Dixon. She'll hit that one up in the air.
That's trouble.
Back goes Hemming. She's not going to be able to come down with it. Neither is the left fielder, Camden Ormond. 2 runs are going to score on another well-placed pop-up from Western. As I now have Afton thinking 2 people got kicked out, I think. What do you think on that one?
That's a hit. Brings up Ava Fessler as we finally got rid of that game changer. Man, that's a lot of work, Reese.
Tell me about it.
That first pitch going to be a ball to her. Runners on first and second. Wildcats lead by 2.
Very unorthodox way for Western to score a couple runs, but they did it.
Yeah.
With the way they've been struggling to score runs in these big games, that's certainly good to see the levee break here in the first inning.
You know, we talked about it a little bit there in the pregame, but Chandler John's thrown the bulk of the innings for the Eagles. She doesn't average a lot of strikeouts. So that means a lot of balls get put in play, and you know that's what happens. Just
good luck sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Or in her case, bad luck.
Yeah.
1-1 pitch to Ava. Up for ball 2. The late steal. Woods is in there safely.
How about some base running there from Allison Woods?
Now anything that's going to get by Mixer is going to score Woods.
Yeah, we'll see. You know, with 2 outs, Dixon on first. If you know, you got to assume she's going to take second. Will they throw down and try to get her?
And if you're Emma, and they do, you've got to have that awareness to get in a pickle. And if you're Allison, you've got to be aware enough to go.
Well, and you got to go hard. We see a lot of them just trot from first to second, but
2-1 pitch to
she
Ava.
is. She's just going to trot there, and they're not going to throw down.
They're going to trust Chandler John's ability to get the batter. Ava, not an easy strikeout, though. Comes a 2-ball, 2-strike pitch to Ava. She'll foul that back and stay alive. Couple more big runs out there for Western with 2 outs. Dixon at second, Woods at third. Comes another 2-2 pitch. Fessler's going to ground that one. John is able to field that flip to first for the 3rd out of the inning. Western scores 2 in maybe an unconventional manner, but we'll take it. 2-0 going to the top of the 2nd.
Hi, I'm JR. This is Tiger Hawk. From phone to email to covering your IT department, Tiger Hawk is here to fulfill Quincy's IT needs. In a digitally evolving world, your IT and security must be top of mind. Tiger Hawk is here to prioritize and manage these spaces for you. But don't take my word for it.
Tiger Hawk Technologies to me means our IT is taken care of and we have peace of mind sleeping at night. The one thing I love about Tiger Hawk is I can get a hold of somebody 24/7, 365 and get our problem solved immediately.
Are you interested in buying or selling real estate? Megan Wilson, your local agent with Hometown Real Estate and Pioneer Land Sales, can help. Call her today at 217-257-9401.
Cam Norman, the left fielder, is going to lead off the 2nd inning for Liberty. She'll take ball 1 low.
Norman's batting .357 on the year, 10 hits across 28 at-bats, 5 RBIs, and she's been walked 7 times.
She's ahead 2-0 here. Don't want to put runners on for free here to this Lady Eagle squad. Of course, they had the first 2 runners of the first inning on. Low for ball 3. I think Chris had to go get his
rain hat.
Yeah.
I don't think this is good for us. We will stay live with you guys until we get some rain, in which case.
And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and say I'm pretty sure he did not get it for rain based on what people were saying. I think he got it because of the sun on his head, I believe is what he was telling people as he was going by.
I think so. Nonetheless, Reese is going to be sprinting to the outfield today to collect the camera.
Popped up. Barrais goes over. She's under it for the 1st out of the inning. It's going to bring in the first of 2 Fesslers back-to-back. It's going to be Aubrey Fessler, the designated player. Liberty looking to get some base runners here with one down. She'll swing hard and hit that one well over the head of Westfall and off the wall. Fessler rounds first. Fessler will trot into second with a stand-up double with one away in the second.
And we'll take a second look at that on the Sullivan Auctioneers Instant Replay. John and Rodney Barman, your local representatives. If you are interested in buying or selling real estate, give one of them a call. They would be happy to help you out as Fessler is standing on second base.
Comes another Fessler to bat. Riley Fessler, Coach B.J. Fessler's daughter, the third baseman. She'll take that one low for ball one. Crowd's starting to fill in a bit behind us here.
Yeah, they continue to show up.
As it gets darker to the north.
As long as the sun's shining here, I'll take it.
Fouled out of play, and I thought we were going off the window for the second time already.
Fessler's batting .207 on the season. 6 hits across 29 at bats. 9 RBIs, though.
Can a Fessler drive in a Fessler? It's going to bounce to the plate and get past Bushmeyer, allowing Aubrey Fessler to go to third. And that was tough for Reese. That ball bounced before it even got to the batter's box on the turf, and it just shot right by her. Nothing she could do about that one. Pitch is up, and Sophie is behind 3-1. She likes the challenge here of jams with less than 2 outs. She'll try to work through this one like she did in the first. Does have first base open, though. Fessler grounds that to McQuay. She'll slide over, make a good, strong throw across the diamond. Western concedes the first run as Riley Fessler drives in Aubrey Fessler on a ground ball to short. 2 away.
Good play out there from Brinley.
Yes,
had to range pretty good to the left.
I thought off the bat that ball was hit up the middle and Western wasn't going to have a play on it, but she makes the play for the second out. Brings Layla Parkhill up here, the 9-hole hitter with nobody aboard. You want to get her out and not give Ava Hemming, Anna Dietrich, Chandler John, and so on an opportunity to hit here in the second inning.
Yeah, for sure.
And with a runner or runners, plural, on base. Parkhill's the center fielder. Takes ball 1 below her knees. Well, last time Coach Fessler called red 6, Aubrey Fessler cranked one off the wall. So we'll see if he's got it in him again.
Another good call. That's going to be a E6.
Get under the glove of McQuay on the backhand attempt.
That's one that you just got to slide over and play middle of your body.
Sure. Like she did on the ball before.
Yep. A little harder when you're going to the back side, to the right side, and you think you want to backhand it, but not hit hard enough to need to backhand.
See if they get Parkhill in motion here, give Hemming a chance to hit with runners in scoring position. She'll pop the first one she sees out of play, right into about the most populated place here in the crowd. Nobody made a play on the ball. Hemming singled her first time up. Of course, she hit that ground ball to Bar Eyes for an infield single. 0-1 to Hemming. Swung at and missed. She chases one up in the zone. Hemming way behind here. Great take out of her, though. Hands went, but she was able to keep the rest of the body. The long delayed appeal was finally given, and no strike is called. Low to Hemming as well. Bushmeyer, good job to keep it in front and keep Parkhill at first. Again, Aubrey Fessler is the Liberty run here in the second inning. She scored on the Riley Fessler groundout. Sophie's 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3 on the inside corner at the knees to retire the side. Liberty cuts the Western lead in half as we go to the bottom of the second.
Barry Dental Care is the answer to all your dental needs. From fillings to root canals or denture work, they have you taken care of. They also offer orthodontic work. Give them a call today at 217-335-2397 to schedule your appointment.
Briley Westfall to lead off here in the second inning for Western. Westfall in the 8-hole, plays right field. Does not cut loose on that called strike one. One of the first times, maybe the first time this season, that Western has come into today's contest without the DP flex situation in their lineup. 0-1 pitch to Briley. She'll hit that on the ground. Dietrich ranges over. Great pick by Claire Obert there. Saves Anna Dietrich on that. Obert was off balance on that. And a backhanded pick from her for out number one.
Dietrich made a great play, ranging over to the right to get that one.
And she wasn't able to get her whole arm behind it. Kind of pushed it to first. It's Alyssa Barrais with one out. The top of the Western order on deck. Takes ball one up and away.
Mari is batting .263 here on the season.
Season's been going on so long, I forgot she hit a home run.
Yeah, it's been a while.
She's due.
Due for a hit.
I think I've told you my logic before with just about everything in life. You're either hot or you're due. She's due for a home run.
It's a much different logic than she operates by. More of the every blind squirrel finds a nut.
I like that saying as well. I often tell a former TAP broadcaster that those exact two sayings when it comes to sports betting analogies.
3-0 count here. And they're going to put her on first. We'll see if the Wildcats choose to turn her loose here.
That was essentially, they've heard about Alyssa's power, so they basically intentionally walked her 4 straight balls.
I bet that's going to be the only time Alyssa gets walked in order to bring Sophie up.
Here is Reneker. Barrais gone on the first pitch. Good throw from Mixer as Alyssa about steps off the base. Nonetheless, it's a stolen base for Alyssa.
She forgets she's got black pants on. They don't get dirty.
Andy Mixer's throw was a pretty good one, too.
Yeah, it really was.
Reneker fouls that back. You like to see it here. Western's been moving their base runners around here. You and I kind of had that conversation about manufacturing some runs here. It's just been difficult to come by. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike to Sophie. Foul that one out of play. Oh, nearly a tremendous play made back there.
Cloud cover has come back. Little breeze sets in.
I'd expect nothing less. Sophie able to hold off, swinging at that pitch up at her shoulders.
I think the Liberty dugout wanted that one.
It's to say the least. Sophie looking for a 2-strike base hit to score Barrais. 2-2 pitch coming from John. Hit to Hemming. Barrais freezes. Now she'll go. Great job as she baits Hemming into a bit of throw. They're going to send Bar Eyes, and she'll wisely turn around and go back to third.
But that's going to move Sophie Reneker up to second. Just Alyssa rounding like that made Obert come down and pay attention to her.
And I'll tell you that little pause, and the second that Hemming cocked the ball back to throw it, Alyssa took off in that.
Threw her off a little
Hemming
bit.
then pumped again, and that was what led to the errant throw. So Western in business here. Some uncharacteristic misplays out of this Liberty Eagle defense. Gives Lauren White a chance to expand on the Western lead. She'll try to bunt. She was out of the box.
Out.
She'll be out. And I'm not really. We had this conversation.
They're going to say she was still in the box. I don't think she had gotten.
See, again.
But yes, in baseball, it's definitely she's out.
Don't love Lauren bunting here, though. I mean, she's put the ball in play. Now they're going to let her swing. Called strike 2 up at the zone, but you hate that because now you're behind 0-1. And Chandler Johns.
You're giving strikes away here.
And, I mean, that's one of those, too, where if you're going to call, I mean, that's almost got to be a suicide squeeze there with Barres breaking on the second the ball crosses the plate. Here comes an 0-2 pitch to Lauren.
That one just outside.
I don't think I told you I'm missing a bachelor party to be here today.
There you go. Where was it supposed to be at?
Phoenix, Arizona.
You aren't missing just for that. You aren't going to take a day off work.
You are correct.
I know you too well.
It was going to be actually a 6-day trip, so 1-2 pitch. White takes that. They were they got some tickets today to the Waste Management. I don't know what course they play on out there, but the Waste Management Open each year that the PGA does. So I was a little envious of that watching them. 2-ball, 2-strike pitch coming to White.
Just on the inside corner.
Did not miss by much.
No.
Tough pitch for White.
That's what I was about to say. You can't leave that one if you're Lauren.
Here's the full count pitch. John is ready. Dialed back by White. She stays alive.
Remind me in the half inning, go check, make sure our camera's still plugged in.
I can do
We've
that.
had a couple foul balls right there on it. We've been known to have it get unplugged and battery die.
Full count pitch. I don't know if you can tell Lauren is deathly sunburned on her arms. Full count. Called strike 3, the top of the zone. She practiced too hard yesterday here, and it was so warm that her arms got very sunburned. And Lauren is very lightly complected.
Yes, she is.
Here is Bushmeyer. Humongous spot for her. She singled her first time up. Let's see if she has another one in store for us. She tries to duck under that one. Does not fool the home plate umpire.
Nice little off speed there from John.
John says, I am not throwing the pitch that you just called. Shook the dugout off. Bushmeyer hammers that one over the jumping glove of Ava Hemming and into the left center gap. Reese comes through with a 2-out RBI single as Western increases their lead to 4-1. The freshman comes through again. And that E6 comes back to bite Liberty. Hemming made an attempt on that, but needed about 6 more inches of height. Brings in Brinley McQuay. She scored in the first inning, reached on the pop-up to second that Dietrich lost in the sun. She's out in front of that one for strike 1. And I know Brinley's big focus here of late has been stepping towards the pitcher. She thinks that's what's led to some of these off-balance swings, so we'll see if she's able to keep her body tight to the ball. Hands in. In front of that one, behind 0-2.
Bushmeyer draws the throw. Like to see the aggression we've had on the base paths a little bit.
Led to some runs here.
Yeah. Even, you know, you talked about the base running there at second with Alyssa, but even down here on third, she was making the catcher at least pay attention to her. You know, that gets your pitcher out of rhythm. changes things a little bit.
So no 2 pitch to Brindley. Away, ball 1. Yeah, 4 runs here for Western after their past 2 marquee games, scoring 0 in 15 innings. So it's good to see the bats come alive. Up in the zone, ball 2.
Two count here to Brindley. I think I'd put Reese in motion. If they throw her out, you start the next inning with Brindley. Ooh, and they're going to ring up Brindley on a very low one.
And Western will add 2 to their total, and they lead 4-1 after 2.
Lister Auction Service does estate, consignment, and real estate auctions. Contact Bob or Megan today for all your auction needs.
Anna Dietrich, the 2-hole hitter, is going to lead off. Liberty dugout comes to life, trying to back their team. She'll hammer that one. McCoy with the backhand long throw across the diamond's not going to be in time. I'm going to call that an infield single. I don't
I agree with you.
that there was.
I agree with you. I think with the backhand and how deep she was to get to that one in the hole, there's not saying she couldn't have made the play because we know she's got the arm capable, but that's not a high percentage play.
Here's Chandler John. Nobody out. She'll show bunt. She'll pull back. Throw down from Bushmeyer.
Good job from Lauren White to be there.
Yeah. Boy, disaster.
What a disaster. That is a great way to explain it.
And it actually helped, too, that Dietrich tripped once she tried to get up from second base. John now has a runner in scoring position. Nobody out here. I believe the count is 2-0 to
Yes,
John.
that's what I've got.
I don't know if you saw it, that first pitch to Chandler John. There was 0% chance she was going to swing. She was holding, when she showed bunt, she'll take that for a called strike one. She was holding the bat above the handle. Like she was up on the barrel where she was holding it. John ahead 2-1 here. She'll swing and miss at that one. A humongous hack out of her. Say that 10 times quick. Humongous hack out of her.
Good pitch there from Reneker. Just blow one by her.
So if he looks to strike out Chandler for the second time tonight.
Just outside.
Runs the count full. Claire Obert on deck. Anna Dietrich at second. Swung at and missed by Chandler John. Second time she goes down swinging, and that's a rarity in and of itself. The Wildcat Beach has been abandoned as the rain picked up. Here is Obert. She's way out in front of that one. That gets by Bushmeyer and allows Dietrich to advance to third. And for the third time this game, Sophie will deal with a runner at third with less than 2 outs.
Over another one of those names we talked about in the volleyball ranks quite a bit.
Tremendous volleyball player she is. She takes strike 2 at the knees behind 0-2.
This is really a group of girls here, these Eagles, that are just good at everything. All the sports.
Takes ball 1 up above her shoulders. Ober gets into one. That wind is pushing straight out to left field.
Sun peeks back out.
She'll hammer that one off the glove of Sophie. Great play. Here comes the throw home.
Dixon.
Not in time.
Emma just couldn't get it out of her glove.
Tremendous play by Sophie. Stops a base hit from Claire Ober. Liberty's going to score off of it, but that will be the second out of the inning, and Sophie might need a second just to regather her thoughts. I mean, she finishes outside the circle on her pitches, and that ball was right at her head.
And I did not save the replay because I was too busy watching to make sure she was okay.
And for the second time, Liberty's going to score on an RBI ground out, or I guess line out that fell out of her glove. Here's Shea Ianton. She swings and misses at the first pitch. In the maybe the more incredible part, Sophie almost caught that ball in the air too. It was hit so hard it bounced right back out of her glove. Ianton grounds that off the Liberty dugout.
I bet Soph wishes she would have caught it, and
Yeah.
she would have prevented the
She
run.
would have had a double play is what she would
That's
have had.
probably what she's more mad about right now, is that she didn't catch the ball.
Dietrich was, which I think that's a smart play to take the out there. Dietrich
You got
was
to.
all the way between. She was halfway down the line. Swung at and missed by Shea Ianton. Incredible job by Sophie there. We'll go to the bottom of the third. Western leads Liberty 4-2.
Trendsetters Flooring in Palmyra, Missouri, the newest and hottest flooring company around. With over 30 years of expertise, our sales and service staff are here to help guide you to the floor of your dreams. With Trendsetters Flooring, every install is backed by our name, our reputation, and our promise. We do it all under one roof. We cut it, we handle it, we install it, and we back it. That's the Trendsetters promise. We are local, loyal, and built to last, located just off Highway 61 in Palmyra, Missouri. Stop in and experience the Trendsetters difference.
The Place in Barry offers Lotus drinks, iced coffees, hand-dipped ice creams, milkshakes, and much more. They are located in Barry on the corner of Mortimer and Decatur Street. Stop in for their drink of the week today. TA Productions would like to thank Bushmeyer Farms, Chad and Lindsay Reneker of Western Collision Center, Tacos Tequila, and Quincy Medical Group for being sponsors of today's broadcast.
Adams Fiber, the hometown favorite for blazing fast internet. Whether it's game day or every day, Adams Fiber keeps you connected with the speed and reliability you need. Call or text 217-214-3423 or visit adams.net today to join the winning team. All right, back here with you as we're getting ready for the bottom of the third inning.
We don't really know is what we had.
We really don't know. We had some people out on Wildcat Beach. Looks like the umpires might have got together and from a complaint maybe. We have no idea and said they can't be out there in right field on the fence. Seems to be maybe the best that we can gather from the situation. But with rain coming, it would sure be nice to get this thing fired back up.
Yeah, I think we got bigger problems than two boys hanging out on the fence.
Yeah, and they've been out there all game, or every game we've had. We've had adults out there. We've had all kinds of people.
Yeah.
So.
All right, well, Western, let's add to it. Clearly, Liberty's more worried about other factors. Here's Allison Woods. She'll lead off the bottom of the third inning. As the pitch, has the L screen out there always been laying down? Because I think I just watched it fall.
I think I watched it fall too.
Woods takes ball 1. Like you said, it'd be nice to maybe speed the game up, play a game up here with the weather coming as Woods swings at that one. Really, that top of the third inning there was the first quick inning we've had, and it wasn't that quick.
Yeah.
Woods hammers that one foul.
Just inside the fence.
You know, you would think, just based on our helmets, that we're the Western Adrenaline. We've got so many girls that wear Adrenaline helmets.
Yeah, we do. The next, the on deck, the in the hole, I think about everybody's, most of them.
One, 2 pitch to Allison. Ball 2. Muddy River Sports, the Herald Wig, both here.
Now they're saying the scoreboard might be broke. Counts 2-2. That's what I heard Sean say.
I almost looked like she double hit and caught it and then caught it again on her rest of her swing pad. Fouls it the first nonetheless.
Sun goes back behind the clouds once again.
Comes a 2-2 pitch. Just misses down the middle for ball 3.
It's got to be just outside from our angle.
Yeah, I would say. Again, we're a little off here towards the third base dugout. 3-2 pitch from John. Low. Woods helps her out. They'll put the tag on her.
Yeah,
you get the benefit of the doubt there on that 2-ball, 2-strike pitch, and you help them out. Here's Emma Dixon. She singled her first time up, that well-placed single into shallow left field. Dixon hits that one to Hemming. Long throw from the hole. She'll make it with ease.
Did you watch the route that Emma was running down to first base?
It looked like she was rounding first.
Yeah, she was over here at the Wildcat, about 5 feet off.
Did she lose her footing coming out?
I think so, maybe.
Yeah, I did look up and notice she was closer to Sean than she was the base. Here's Ava Fessler with 2 outs. Ava grounded back to Chandler John her first time up. She'll hit that one to Claire Obert. She doesn't field it cleanly, picks it up, steps on first for the unassisted putout. Quick 1-2-3 inning out of Chandler John. Western leads Liberty 4-2 after 3.
To win in sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can review your game plan. Call 217-222-7173 today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Whether you're looking for branding photos, family portraits, newborn sessions, senior pictures, or even wedding photography, Addie Elizabeth Photography has you covered. Professional, creative, and passionate about telling your story through timeless images. Call today to book your session and let Addie help you capture life's most meaningful moments.
Here is Camden Ormond, the 6-hole hitter for Liberty. She'll take ball 1. 4 hits, 2 runs for the Lady Eagles to this point, 1 Western Air. She'll hammer that one to center. White comes in, then goes back and makes it routine, as routine could be.
Lauren really makes it look about as easy as it can be. Wind blowing like it is, you know, we've seen a lot of girls just have to track those around, and she just didn't really move much.
Took about 1 step in,
yeah, and
2
then
steps
thought,
back.
eh. And I really thought she would need to go to her right just a little bit based on the wind.
Here's Aubrey Fessler, who cranked that double to the base of the wall her first time up. Swings and misses at the first one she sees. A lot of room down the right field line. As the Chairs and Wildcat Beach are going for a ride, Fessler swings through the next one. Chairs and Wildcat Beach are going to be in left field here soon. Fessler's behind 0-2. The wind is blowing Sophie off the rubber. Inside for ball 1. Kind of looked like one of those pitchers trying to throw off your timing in the MLB. Give a little shimmy. She got up there and got ready to fire, and the wind came in a big gust.
You can tell with our batter camera that how much that wind is just even blowing it around, and it's anchored out there.
Swung at and missed by Aubrey Fessler off speed. And another victim to the Reniker strikeout count.
That's her 6th one on the day. Got some storm damage down in Pleasant Hill. Looks like some high winds and a tree blew over on a truck. Storms are definitely around us. I think that's the reason for the early start time, to try to get this done, get everybody home safely.
Called strike 1. You know what? You said you think that's the reason. I'm going to go ahead and say that is the reason.
Well, I thought it was, you know, did we have a baseball game get moved up as well? And that happened yesterday.
Well, that's
they talked about it.
Yes, there's.
I think that went out. That schedule went out yesterday for it.
Yes, baseball boys are in Rushville today with a 3:45 start time.
And I know we made the comment. Well, man, they're east of us. Why would they start early? Well, they got to get back home. And they're looking at 7 o'clock before they get home anyway.
2 pitch grounded to McQuay. Another play in the gap. She'll just eat that one. Good job by Brindley.
She's going to hold it to a single. Man, what a play!
Right into the gap. Nice play. Yeah, that was a no way Brindley was going to be able to field that and then still make a throw. Hit to Dixon. She'll catch that on a line for the 3rd out of the inning on the Layla Parkhill line out after 3.5. Western still leads 4-2.
Great Rivers Bank offers a totally free checking account without a monthly minimum balance and no service fees. Share the joy of free checking with friends and family, and when they open a new account, you both earn free gifts. You can refer your friends and family now at refergreatriversbank.com. Our current gift is an Everest Journey backpack. Great Rivers Bank will buy back unused checks and debit cards up to $10 from previous accounts. For more information, visit our website at www.greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Whether you need one load of rock for your driveway or many more for your farm or business, Lumley Trucking is the answer for all your rock hauling needs. Give Mark at Lumley Trucking a call at 217-473-4006.
Briley Westfall leads off the bottom of the fourth for Western. She'll hit that one foul over the head of Claire Obert at first. And you know, it is nice doing a game where we know the other team and I don't have to just constantly be staring at my sheet to
get names.
Wonder who is who.
Yeah.
Fouled back for strike two. Gust, gust goes the wind. Oh, 2 coming to Briley. Swung at, missed on a pitch down low. John strikes out the first batter of the inning. The last time Briley led off an inning, she grounded out, and then Alyssa walked on 4 pitches, and it led to a couple Western runs.
You're ready to hit, let's go.
We'll see if Liberty looks to intentionally walk Western's 9-hole hitter again. She'll take that one inside for ball 1. Alyssa has seen 5 pitches. Alyssa has seen 5 balls. And I think you left one game up on YouTube, and it was the game that Alyssa hit that home run. They're like, we've got to pitch around this 9-hole hitter.
Yeah, no kidding.
She'll pull back and take another ball.
Ball 2 low. That was pretty close.
I call that ball 6. You ever seen those Texas A&M down there, how they do that? When a pitcher throws like 6 straight balls, the whole crowd cheers at them. 2-0 count. Called strike 1, and for the first time today, might be time for Alyssa to take her bat off her shoulder. 6-1 count today.
She's got some fancy batting gloves. Be nice
Sure
to
does.
see her use them.
I bet she had to tell you about how those would make her hit better.
Oh, yeah.
She'll pull back and watch that one go above her shoulders for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Top of the Western order awaits on deck. Hit by Bar-Eyes past the second baseman Dietrich, and that'll be a 1-out single for Alyssa. Brings in Sophie Reneker, 1 out. Last time Western was in this spot, they put Bar-Eyes in motion, and she stole second base. I love Sophie being here in the leadoff hole.
Oh,
It's
I
a
do
great
too.
spot for her. She's on base so often. They're going to run with Alyssa again. Throw from Mixer to the wrong person. And Alyssa slid this time. I think she heard Afton yelling at her.
She about didn't get to eat supper, Reese.
Like that. Just don't let people. Bad softball performance, no supper for you.
That's right. That's why she's skinny. A lot of bad performances. No.
1 ball, no strikes. She'll tell you that, though, I'm sure.
Yes.
2 balls, no strikes. If you saw the way she ate during 6th hour, you would think her whole diet is just snack food.
That's how it is at home as well. Girl likes to eat. Reneker 2-0 count.
Reneker 3-0 count.
Scoreboard's stuck at 1. There we go.
Scoreboard's just a pitch behind. It's been a pitch behind about all day.
A little bit of
There
a
it
delay.
is. Again, when in doubt, play Mr. Loggeman. 3-0 to Sophie. She was taken all the way. Takes strike 1. Anything to the outfield should score Alyssa from second. She'll hit that one to a good spot and right as the charging Ionson's not going to be able to get to it. Burrise is going to move up to third. Big turnaround first for Sophie. Alyssa didn't get a good read on that one, and she'll advance to third.
We'll take a second look at that single to right field by Reneker. Runners first and third now.
Here's White with one out, runners on the corners. Corners in, middle is deep for the Liberty infield. I say deep very lightly, they're about even with the bag. And again, Lauren will forfeit a strike and have to hit from behind 0-1.
I just don't see what you're gaining with that.
I don't either. And you could tell, I think
Reneker was in motion anyway. She's going to get given second base. So if we're going to bunt, we definitely got to wait one pitch.
You can see the frustration on Lauren's face there as she...
Yeah, that's not a bunt situation.
And it gets to the point, too, where other teams are, I think, starting to become aware that Western wants to bunt with her every time she's up. A one pitch to her. She'll swing that one. That's going to score Alyssa. Long throw across the diamond. And Lauren does her job with an RBI ground out. Great piece of hitting out of Lauren. Good play there by Hemming as well.
Yeah, great play. Great throw across. Bang, bang play at first.
Brings in Reese Bushmeyer. She's done some damage so far today. 2 singles. She'll look to make it 3 and add to the Western lead.
She's got 2 RBIs, scored once herself.
Whew. She was trying to make it an extra RBI. They're going to say she just nicked a piece of that for strike 1. Nonetheless, the only thing that mattered there was Sophie's advancement will be called back. Bushmeyer takes that one above her head. Ball 1. One ball, 1 strike count to Bushmeyer. 2 balls. You hear the ball chant coming from the
Western, yeah.
dugout. I thought that was you chanting.
Definitely not me, Reese.
2 ball, 1 strike count. 3 balls now. Bushmeyer, a great hitter's count. And look at how far Claire Obert comes over in case there is a rundown. She comes all the way, even with second base from her first base position there as they look Reneker back. Hitter's count here for Reese. Swing and miss at that one. Healthy hack out of her, one up at her eyes. That's going to get behind. Sophie
got her.
It's thrown out at third. And that's probably one where you want to stay put at there. Nonetheless, the aggressive base running from Western doesn't pay off. They tack on 1 and lead 5-2 after 4.
This broadcast powered by Tiger Hawk Technologies, empowering your business with reliable IT solutions.
I'm Chris Nichols, managing broker and owner at Ridgeline Sales Group, LLC. Are you interested in buying or selling real estate? With over 100 years of combined managing broker experience, Ridgeline Sales Group has assembled a team that can help you with any of your real estate needs. From first-time home buyers to seasoned farm investors, we represent buyers and sellers all across West Central Illinois, helping to make their real estate dreams come to life. Give us a call today at 217-285-5800 or jump on our website at ridgelinesalesgroup.com.
Taken low by Ava Hemming for ball one as Liberty turns the lineup card over for the third time.
Breeze is picking up.
Hemming is singled and struck out looking. She, of course, is the shortstop and plays it very well. She'll take a ball two up above her head. Sophie said, I'll throw it low. You don't swing. I'll throw it above your shoulders. You still don't swing. Good plate discipline out of Hemming. Just misses at the top of the zone. Could you imagine if there was ABS in high school, how long a game would take?
Oh.
Hemming tries to...
that one was super low. Going to be called strike one. It's a 3-1 count.
One count to Hemming. Piled back. Runs the count full. That's gonna soar over Bushmeyer's head for ball four. And it feels like every inning Liberty's had their leadoff runner on. And I'll tell you, that's only happened twice, but it feels like it's been a lot more often.
They've definitely had a lot of base runners. It feels. I mean, have we tracked left on base?
Yes, they've left 4 on base to this point.
And it feels like it's a lot more than that. Just
timely plays from Western here. Anna Dietrich, 2-hole hitter, as that one bounces in. Healthy lead there at first from Hemming. Don't want to put runners on for free here if you're Western. You're clinging to that 3-run lead. That one's going to sneak by Bushmeyer, and the second goes Hemming. I think Reese was a little more focused on throwing the runner out there than she was, and kind of sprung too quickly and let that ball squeeze by her to the first base side. 3-0 to Dietrich, as it was to Hemming. See if Sophie can battle back like she did to Hemming and give herself a chance.
2 batters in a row here with a 3-0 pitch.
It's up and in, ball 4, Liberty in business here. It's for the second time tonight. Chandler John will get to hit with 2 on and nobody out. Not very often, I would say, has Chandler John struck out looking and struck out swinging in her first 2 plate appearances of the game.
John's only struck out 4 times on the season coming into today's game.
She's almost half as many strikeouts today.
Half that.
Fouls that one back for strike 1.
John bats .342 on the season. She's got 12 RBIs, 13 hits on 36 at-bats, and drawn 3 walks.
Take that one low for ball 1. Liberty in business here in the 5th. They trail by 3, 5-2. She swings and misses at that one. Falls behind in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pitch to her. Grounded to Fessler, not able to come up with it. Brindley's going to keep the runners there.
Ball's loose, nobody covering home. They've got her in a rundown now at third. That's one you got to throw. You got to
take that out.
You had her, yeah. Nonetheless, bases loaded. It'll be Obert.
Hopefully Brindley's okay. Her leg got stuck behind her when she slid there.
Looking at a knee maybe there.
She got her leg rolled her leg up.
Adams Fiber, the hometown favorite for blazing fast internet. Whether it's game day or every day, Adams Fiber keeps you connected with the speed and reliability you need. Call or text 217-214-3423 or visit adams.net today to join the winning team.
Claire Obert, bases are juiced for. First pitch is low, ball 1. Claire's one swing of the bat, Liberty's leading. See what Sophie can do to minimize the damage here. Off speed is a good one, called strike 1.
Got to think something back to Sophie. Maybe to Ava, they would come home with it.
I would think anything to the corners or Sophie, they're coming home. Ball 2. The corners are about even with the bags at first and third. The middle is deep. Hit to McQuay. She'll come home with it. Throw's not going to be in time. And Liberty will add 1 to their total.
Score that one, Reese. Fielder's choice.
Yes, fielder's choice. Just an FC with nothing, no connotation. Look at that, English teacher using connotation.
Which one of your kids taught you that word?
That's funny. Slow to Ianson for ball 1.
Still nobody out here. 5-3 Western, top of the 5th.
Ianson will swing and miss at that one. Ianson is grounded back to Sophie and struck out swinging. Strikeout would be huge here. Great job by Bushmeyer to keep that in front and keep Dietrich at third.
Reneker's at 77 pitches now in this contest.
Just misses for ball 3.
That is pretty close.
Nowhere to put Ianson. Nobody out in the top of the 5th. Liberty already scored 1. They're looking to add to it. Big spot here. Ianson will pop that out of play. Is Whitey going to make a play on that one?
Now it was over into the playground. He was going to let the kids fend for themselves.
Full count pitch to Ianson. Grounded to Dixon. She's going to come home with the throw in time for the out. Great play by Emma. Great stretch by Reese. As Western chops down a Liberty runner at home of the Anna Dietrich variety.
How many? Here we go.
It was a ball 1 to Camden Ormond. Ball 2 to Ormond. Great play again there by Emma to chop down that runner at home.
I actually think that they would have had time if...
That's popped up. Here comes Westfall. Ball's going to fall in front of her and get behind her. 1 run scores. Here comes the second. And all of a sudden, we are tied as that ball drops in front of Westfall. And it's going to be a single. And they're in business are the Lady Eagles. Still with runners on second and third are Liberty with Aubrey Fessler up. Ball's hit to McQuay. She'll turn.
Could have had her there at second.
Yep. And Liberty now leads Western 6-5.
It still shows 3-5. But I've scored him. Can you tell me what happened after Shea got on first?
Yeah.
Bushmeyer's going to knock that down. Runner moves up. That's going to be thrown off the foot of Ianson. Runners are on second and third now.
Ball 2 to Riley Fessler.
That was called a strike.
Oh, strike 1 to Riley Fessler. Thank you for that. Just took that one for granted.
I'm here for you, Reese. Here for you.
That's popped up.
That's the same
to
spot.
Westfall. She'll make the play on this one. Long throw. Too much air under it, and the runner will score on the sac fly from Riley Fessler. Liberty put up 5 here in the 5th as they lead Western 7-5. Layla Parkhill, she is the 9-hole hitter for this Lady Eagle squad. Looks like ball 1, the lower knees. Parkhill has reached on an air and lined out to first. Parkhill pops that one up, long ways for Dixon to go. She's going to give chase and make a great play over her shoulder for the 3rd out of the inning. Liberty responds with 5 runs of their own. After 4.5, they lead Western 7-5.
That's you trying to fix the plumbing yourself to save a few bucks. Doing things yourself doesn't always end well. The same goes for insurance. That's why Auto Owners works with local independent agents who tailor coverage to meet your needs and offer discounts for life, home, car, and business insurance. Because sometimes you need a professional to get the job done right. That's simple human sense.
Give Devin at Gully and Heckler Insurance a call today at 217-335-2817. Let us stand between you and loss. Liberty Tax Service of Quincy, Hannibal, Pittsfield, and Macomb are proud supporters of TA Productions. Give them a call today at 217-224-2300 or stop by any of their locations.
Meyer, she'll get a fresh count here to start the 5th inning. She was up to bat with a full count when Reneker was thrown out trying to take 3rd base on the wild throwback. Reese out in front of that one for strike 1. Western's got 9 outs. They've been able to get runners on. They're going to have to continue to do that here if they want to battle back. You mentioned it a couple times here. John is not a pitcher that's going to throw it by you. She's going to rely on her defense. Western's got to be able to put the ball on the bat. Bushmeyer takes strike 2. Swing through that one, strike 3. Bushmeyer goes down swinging. Brings in Brinley McQuay. She has singled and struck out looking in her first 2 plate appearances. First pitch she sees from John. The lower knees, ball 1. Grounded foul for strike 1. 5th inning there sucked a lot of life out of Western. You can tell it in their body language. One ball, 1 strike count. Brindley will hammer that one up the middle off of second base. and into left center.
Nice piece of hitting there from McQuay. Good to see she's okay as she ran down to first base, too, with that sore knee, leg, whatever it was on that play.
I think she was maybe thinking about second base the way the ball shot off the second base bag.
I was kind of thinking that as well. It'll bring up Allie Woods.
Woods has bounced into a fielder's choice and struck out swinging. She'll foul that off Andy Mixer for strike one. I think Liberty uses pitch count. In fact, I'm positive they do. Watch BJ next time. Grounded back, and John will make the easy play at first.
Brindley moves up into scoring position for Emma Dixon. Yeah, he definitely just covers his mouth and whispers something.
Dixon will hit that one to Hemming. Hemming fields it cleanly. High throw is going to pull over and off the bag, but she makes the tag.
McQuay has come around and scored.
I thought Ober tagged her on the way by.
I thought she got her on the shoulder on the way by. We will let them get together and discuss it.
They're going to give it to her.
Put her on first base. Run scores.
Wow. That's going to be E6.
Yeah, Liberty's going to come out and appeal, and that is a good appeal because I think BJ is 100% right. And that's one of those where, you know, you're running hard down to first base, but when you see the girl come off the bag, you got to realize where you're at. And, you know, Dixon did duck a little.
Just got to contort your body and get around that tag. I do think that they missed that one, though, but Western benefits from it.
Runner on first, Ava Fessler steps in here, bottom of the fifth, 2 outs as I update the scoreboard.
Ava takes ball 1. Action-packed game.
It's been a fun one here so far. Clouding up around us again here, Reese.
Worrisome.
I better check the radar. There was some pretty good storms move through the Pleasant Hill Pittsfield area. A lot of storm damage. We are lucky that's not us.
One ball and 1 strike to Ava. Up high. If Ava were to reach, Briley would bat. Hustler's going to swing and miss at that one for strike 2. This feels more like a Western softball game with all this wind.
Wind really picks up here.
Hustler's going to stay alive. She'll foul that over the Liberty dugout. Nice play from Coach Fessler there. Fessler's going to ground that foul and stays alive. Phone's dying. I thought there was a more immediate concern.
No, just dead phone.
2 ball, 2 strike. Ava will ground that back to John. She'll flip it to first.
Another high throw.
And Claire Ober. Good thing Claire Ober's 6 foot tall.
Yeah, 6'1" over there at first, and she's a target.
Be the third out of the inning. Western cuts the Liberty lead in half. They trail 6-7 after 5.
The Western YMCA is here to support you with programs for all ages and 24-hour access to keep our community strong. We're proud to support you and the Western Wildcats.
Ava Hemming will lead off for the third time and her fourth at bat. She swings and misses at that one. Be a big spot for Western to put up a 0. She'll swing and miss at that one in the turf as well. And falls behind 0-2. The Liberty dugout says be ready for a changeup. If I was Sophie, I would throw the hardest pitch I've thrown all night. She might have tried. Misses high, ball 1.
A little high and out there.
Ava Hemming, Anna Dietrich, and Chandler John due up for this Lady Eagle squad. She'll pop that one up. Westfall comes in. Westfall's under it. Westfall records the first out of the inning. That's played by Briley as she was running under the ball. Anna Dietrich due up next for the Lady Eagles. She is 2 for 2 with a pair of singles and a walk. Gonna take that one low. Dietrich has also scored. She did that in the 3rd inning. Up for ball 2. On deck is Chandler John. If one of these next 2 batters reach, it would be Claire Obert. Called strike 1, the inside corner. They said that was a strike and Anna didn't like it. 2-1. Ball 3. She's ahead 3-1 here. She walked on 4 pitches in her last plate appearance.
Anna's a pretty selective hitter. Been walked 8 times on the year.
With a swing like that, I might say that she has about 6 home runs on the year as well.
Runs the count full. She bats .343 on the season, 12 hits on 35 at-bats.
She'll swing through that one and go down swinging. Reneker battles back for her 7th strikeout. Here's Chandler John. She has struck out twice and reached on an error. First one she sees from Sophie is off speed. Oh, nearly a tremendous play made in the Liberty crowd.
Liberty fans making some plays. Not quite as good as the Pittsfield crowd, as they really made some plays.
Like you said, they were making as good a plays as their girls were on the field. And that's saying something because their girls make some
girls are phenomenal.
Plays.
Yeah.
Called strike 2 to John. She's quickly behind 0-2. Western has 8-9-1. Westfall Bar-Rise Reneker due up in the bottom of the inning. A lot of 6s and lots of 7s on the scoreboard. By that I mean 3. John takes a called strike 3, and for the 3rd time tonight, John will go down on strikes. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th, still 6-7.
Central State Bank is a proud supporter of Western Wildcat Athletics. With locations in Kinderhook, Pleasant Hill, Pittsfield, Quincy, and Clayton, Central State Bank is central to your banking needs. Stop in or visit us online at csb123.com. Go Wildcats! Keep your car or light truck running at its best. Head for Nomad Services at 325 Vermont in Quincy. Nomad Services Incorporated is a full-service automotive repair shop specializing in automotive and light truck repair and service. Whether it's that check engine light, an electrical problem, steering, suspension, or climate control, give them a call today at 217-430-6170 or visit Nomad Services at 325 Vermont in Quincy.
Here's Briley Westfall for the third time today. She'll lead off an inning. Foul that one back. Strike one.
It is super windy right here, and look at that flag out in center. It's just kind of floating around.
Yeah, crazy.
Flag above our head is wind's really kind of shifted around from the southeast at this point.
Westfall out in front of that one. Nearly takes out Chris Dewar down the third base line.
He was ready to make a play, too. Wouldn't that be a highlight if we had that on camera?
I wonder if that'd be a heck of a shot for him as the ball comes right towards him and he makes the catch.
I bet you in his years of experience, he's been hit with a ball a time or two.
0-2 Westfall. Ball one. One, two. Westfall stays alive. Just gets that one off the handles. Handle. She does not have two handles while she's batting.
That's our secret weapon down here at Western. Our bats have two handles.
Two handles. For better or for worse. Westfall stays alive again. Poor Asher back there is just getting it from Afton. Boys being boys, and she's just not having it.
He's not even allowed to jump off the top of the wall.
I think I remember seeing you do that one time at Peggy and Rogers. Jump off like a 2-foot elevated surface.
You got to see her try that now.
1 ball, 2 strike pitch to Westfall. Swung at and missed for strike 3. Here comes Alyssa to bat. She's 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. She has scored both times.
We could use it right now.
I don't know if that'd be the most humane way. First one, Alyssa C. She'll ground that. Nice play at third by Riley Fessler, and she throws out Alyssa before Alyssa was halfway down. And
man, Riley Fessler playing in there at about 45 feet, about 15 foot in front of the bag, and what a snag.
Most importantly for Liberty, they're not going to have to see Sophie with runners on. How about Sophie just makes a run for herself?
Wind blowing out the left right now.
Raindrop. Reniker on a line to Ava Hemming. 2 pitches for the last 2 outs of the Liberty inning. We played 6. Liberty clinging to a 1-run lead.
Barry Dental Care is the answer to all your dental needs. From fillings to root canals or denture work, they have you taken care of. They also offer orthodontic work. Give them a call today at 217-335-2397 to schedule your appointment.
Claire Obert, first pitch she sees is a ball. 7th inning here. That big 5-run 5th out of Liberty is the difference.
Starting to get a few sprinkles here at the ballpark. We're going to stay live as long as it's not a lot more than this.
That'll build us a broadcast booth.
I told Coach Reniker that. I said, hey, we could use a booth. Elevated with air conditioning and heat.
2 very important components for this time of the year.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Everybody's just sitting there in blankets, and we're up there in a little box with shorts on.
We're supposed to use the little box that's in the side of the concessions, but
you're kidding.
That's what it's for. That little garage door opens up. There's a little room right there. There's a separate room inside
there. Yeah, I've been in there, but could you imagine broadcasting down it? You couldn't even see the batter.
No, and you'd have everybody standing in your way the whole time.
And a 5-pitch walk to Claire Obert, not the start Western wanted here in the 7th. If Western could get through this inning pretty quick, they're going to have 2, 3, 4 due up. 3 batters that have had success so far. Shea Ianson It's grounded back to Sophie, struck out swinging and bounced into a fielder's choice. Big swing and miss out of her, strike one. After Ianson, it will be Ormond and Fessler with another Fessler to follow. Next one to Ianson is away. Bushmeyer's throw down. In time as I just got pelted in the eye by a raindrop. I've never heard that Fetty Wap song, Raindrop, Drop Top. I'm not going to say the rest of it, but. Ball 2 to Ianson.
Drops are getting bigger.
Some Liberty faithful are packing up. Popped back and off the backstop, strike 2.
Got a few umbrellas out here in the crowd.
Two. Reneker's pitch to Ianson is grounded. Alyssa slides over, flips it to first, and they will record the first out of the inning. Good play out of Alyssa to get to that and toss to first. That's a big run at third base. Big run for Liberty, that insurance run. Reneker and Bushmeyer need to be on the same page here. Keep everything in front. Obert, not the fastest runner, though. Love to see the Western infield in, though. Good job by Bushmeyer. I mean, we've talked about this. You've got to be in here.
Yep, and they're still playing Alyssa at 90 feet.
Yeah, Alyssa's, like you said, 90 feet even with the MLB bag. I don't know. Bushmeyer, nice snag out of her.
Yeah, great snag.
This is Camden Ormond. Apparently her nickname's Camo. She'll ground that to Fessler, and it's through her legs, and Liberty will add another one to their lead.
Fessler just came up on it. She had it dead to right, just stood up a little too soon. I think she was ready to go home with it. I think she would have had her at home as well.
Obert
I
was off on
think she
contact.
knew that.
Here's Aubrey Fessler. She has the power to add to this Liberty lead. It's a first pitch ball to her. There is a second pitch, swing and strike at her eyes. Of course, we anticipate these to be two of the top 3 seeded teams in this region, or in the subsectional. Bushmeyer is able to keep that in front. They will, I can say with 100% assurance, they will not meet in a regional, though.
No, they will not.
A sectional championship would be the earliest. That would be a lot of fun. Popped up and over the Liberty dugout for strike 2. Two balls and 2 strikes to Aubrey Fessler. Off speed, she's out in front. Nice pitch from Sophie. Bushmeyer's throw goes off the top of Reneker's glove. McCoy's there. Brings in Riley Fessler. 1 for 2 on the night. A single, a sac fly, and a ground out to short. She'll take ball 1 up. Pull the scorebook back up onto the table.
Yeah. Kind of back and forth here.
Fessler pops that up. Watch out, Chance Smith.
That's going to end up, ooh, I thought that might make it right inside the, oh, Lloyd.
Oh, I told you, watch out, Chance. It ended up with him.
1-1 count here to Riley Fessler.
She'll take ball 2. You can tell Reese really wants to throw down to first. No need to. Not nearly a big enough lead from Ormond, but that has not changed Reese's mind. Ball 3.
Pretty close, just a little high, 3-1.
On deck is the 9-hole hitter, Layla Parkhill. Ball 4. The aforementioned Parkhill, who is 0 for 3, reached on an error and popped out to first twice. Western outfield is deep. Anything out there should score. Here they come in a couple steps. Popped up and out of play. Lacey White says no thank you. Trying to figure out what they're chanting.
I'm not sure what's happening.
Sounds like a
right
hard
now.
hit. They might not even know. 0-1 pitch. Gonna bounce behind Bushmeyer, and Liberty can blow this game wide open with a base hit.
Yeah, Riley Fessler plenty fast enough out there on second base.
Another ball. You do have a spot to put her, but you do not want to see Ava Hemming for the 5th time.
Reneker's up to 129 pitches now. We saw her go about 145 or so night game against Pittsfield.
Called strike 2 in at the knees. Two-two pitch. Fouled off. Park Hill stays alive.
As that one rocked the camera, the backstop camera's moved just a little bit. We're just going to leave it right where it's at. Only a half inning left.
Unless Western scores 2 or maybe more.
We might go extras.
Reneker's next one up above the zone, ball 3. Western, of course, owners of one walk-off victory already this year. That was against Greenfield Northwestern in 8 innings. Lost to Triopia in 8 innings as well.
Raining pretty hard in Quincy right now.
And that's going to get to the backstop. Flip to the plate. Not. Throw was there. The slide goes through Reneker's glove, knocks the ball loose, and a massive 9th run for Liberty.
Not allowed the runner to move up to second base, Park Hill. So runner still at second and third, 2 outs. Top of the 7th inning, 9-6.
Here's Hemming. Another one to the backstop. Here comes another Liberty run, and this game looks a lot different than it did a couple batters ago.
We're going to have a timeout. Western will step away for just a second.
Adams Fiber, the hometown favorite for blazing fast internet. Whether it's game day or every day, Adams Fiber keeps you connected with the speed and reliability you need. Call or text 217-214-3423 or visit adams.net today to join the winning team.
Ball 1 to Ava Hemming. Ball 2 to Ava Hemming. Fouled back, strike 1. Low, ball 3. Anna Dietrich awaits on deck. Hemming grounds that to McQuay. It'll deflect off her shoulder, and Hemming will reach, and Park Hill will score the 11th Liberty run.
Liberty able just to blow this one open here.
Yeah.
Top of the 7th inning, and they did. They've had a couple big innings now. The top of the 5th, the top of the 7th.
9 runs here in the past 3 innings. It's going to get over the head of Bushmeyer and allow Hemming to get to second. Dietrich's going to pop that out of play. She can reach. Liberty will bat around. Called strike 2. Dietrich has singled twice, walked, and struck out swinging. She's behind 1-2. It's going to bounce off Bushmeyer, and to third goes Ava Hemming.
Hemming rounds and looks there. Bushmeyer able to track it down almost into the dugout, and that one off the right hand of, and that one stung a little bit. 2-2 count. Sophie really needs this one.
Ball low. Count goes full. Popped out of play.
Ooh.
About off Hudson Orr's head.
Just missed him. Been a very long top of the 7th, Reese.
Very good.
I can't wait to get everything packed up and out of this rain area.
It's quite ominous.
Makes me nervous.
Another walk. Liberty has the corners for Chandler John. Big swing on that one from John. Very uncharacteristic game out of Chandler John at the plate. She struck out 3 times. Like Anthony had mentioned, she had only struck out 4 times total on the season coming into this game. She'll swing and miss at another one. She's behind 0-2 and trying to avoid strikeout number 4. She does have a 5-run lead when the inning turns over. 0-2 pitch, off speed. Bushmeyer keeps it in front. Dietrich will take second on the indifference. Western led this game 2-0, 4-2, 5-2. They trailed 7-5, 7-6. They're now behind 11-6. Next one to John is away for ball 2. Two ball, 2 strike pitch. John leaves that one alone for ball 3. She was behind 0-2, has worked the count full. Full count pitch. Above the zone. Another
Bases
walk.
loaded.
Yes, for Claire Obert. I get a courtesy runner there at first. Number 6, Jersey Brothers will courtesy run for the pitcher, Chandler John. Claire Obert walked her first time up, and she scored what we thought might be the only run of the inning there for Liberty. Turned out to be the first of quite a few. That's low for ball 1, and you wonder if Sophie's just starting to run out of gas here.
Yep. She's just over 150 pitch mark now. I think that was pitch 152. We've seen her go this far before.
Hammered to center. White's under it like a can of corn.
Nobody
for
better.
Out number 3. Liberty adds to their lead. They're up 11-6.
Barry Dental Care is the answer to all your dental needs. From fillings to root canals or denture work, they have you taken care of. They also offer orthodontic work. Give them a call today at 217-335-2397 to schedule your appointment.
We're back here in the bottom of the 7th. We're down to one camera here. You guys can see out there in center field. There goes Anthony with the camera. Maybe I'll call it like it's play-by-play. Center, left center. Anthony's deep out there. He's picking up his pace. He's trying to pull the legs of the tripod in. Here's Lauren White to lead off the Western inning. She'll foul that back for strike 1. So I have yet to flip my scorebook over. Busy half inning there for myself. I will not indulge on the details. After White, it will be Bushmeyer and McQuay. John looks in for a little while. Liberty had some pitch-com errors. Called strike 2. Liberty had some pitch-com issues there in between innings. They've got those sorted out. Liberty, one of the few teams around that we've seen use pitch-com. Both their softball and baseball team uses pitch-com. For those of you guys unfamiliar with it, it allows the coach, first the 0-2 pitch. White will chase it for strike 3. PitchCom allows the coach to talk directly to his pitcher and catcher. Coach Fessler, Coach BJ Fessler for Liberty does just that. The catcher, Andy Mixer, has an earpiece in where she is able to then relay the signals. John looks in, gets her call. Her first pitch to Bushmeyer is popped out of play. And again, Chance Smith nearly taken out. Welcome back, Anthony. You'll have to go back and listen to my play-by-play of you in the outfield.
Oh, great. I also need to get the scoreboard put together.
There is 1 out, and it's an 0-1 count to Reese. It is now an 0-2 count to Reese. John has been hyper-efficient here in the top of the 7th. That was her 5th pitch. All 5 have been strikes. Oh-2. Swung at and missed. Chandler John has gotten better as this game has went on. She has struck out the first 2 batters of the bottom of the 7th here for Western, whose final hope is shortstop Brindley McQuay. She has twice singled and struck out looking. Nods her head, gets the call at 3rd from Coach Motley. Stares down her bat, calls for time, digs her feet in, and she's ready. Loads the back foot, left toe touching the ground. She'll slide out of the way of that ball in at her ankles. The 5th and 7th innings have been the 2 big ones for Liberty. They've scored 9 between the 2 of them. Next one from John is up and away. Ball number 2. If McQuay were to reach, it would be Woods. If Woods were to reach, it would be Dixon. If Dixon were to reach, it would be Fessler. If Fessler were to reach, it would be Westfall. And about by that point, maybe a rally's going. McQuay's ahead 2-0. Next one from Chandler John. About where the first one missed. Ball 3. McQuay way ahead, and I would imagine she has the take sign and then some in this spot. Need base runners. She'll show bunt. She'll pull back and take the pitch right down Grand Central Station for strike 1. 3-1 count here. Still got to find one that you really, really like. 3-1 to her. Called strike 2.
At the end of this one, we're going to give you some game stats. We'll name the Berry Dental Care player of the game. We're going to get packed up and out of here before the field gets a little wet.
3-2 pitch. Up above the zone. Ball 4. Western will have a 7th inning base runner. Brings in Allison Woods. Allison is 0 for 3. Fielder's choice, a strikeout, and a ground out to the pitcher. Both of the times she's put the ball in play, it has been right back to Chandler John. She takes ball 1 up above the zone. You also missed me do my best.
Did you sing while I was gone?
No, I sprinted. I was going to say Usain Bolt, but and then I was trying to remember that new, like, really fast sprinter, but I couldn't remember his name. Fouled back by Woods. I think his name's like, wow, what is his name? It's going to bug me now. I think I was just talking about him to you the other day. 1 ball, 1 strike count to Allison. Emma Dixon would be up next. That ball is low for ball 2.
McQuay's got to be careful. They're going to throw
Very careful.
Got to remember her run doesn't matter. Don't want to get caught stealing here. What do you got for a count here, Reese?
It is 2-1.
Okay, that's what I got. Scoreboard is giving up.
Big swing out of Allison. Hemming goes back. Hemming's under it. She'll record out number 3. And Liberty will come back from down 5-2 to defeat Western 11-6 and move to 11-1 on the year.
All right, let's talk some game stats here for the Wildcats. They score 6 runs, 7 hits. They gave up 6 errors in the field. Hits were Reniker had 1, Bushmeyer had 2, McQuay had 2, Dixon had 1. And Bar-Eyes had a lone hit. Reniker went all 7 innings, gave up 6 hits, 11 runs. Guess how many of those 11 are earned, Reese?
2.
1. 1 earned run. She walked 7, struck out 9. On the other side for the Eagles, 11 runs on 6 hits. They had 2 fielding errors as well. Hits were Hemming had 1, Dietrich had 2, Ormond had 1, Fessler, both Fesslers each had 1. Chandler John goes the distance, 7 innings, 7 hits, 6 runs, 3 of them earned, 3 walks, and 8 strikeouts. You ready to name the Barry Dental Care player of the game?
Yeah, let's do it.
Barry Dental Care is the answer to all your dental needs. From fillings to root canals or denture work, they have you taken care of. They also offer orthodontic work. Give them a call today at 217-335-2397 to schedule your appointment.
All right, Reese, what do you think?
Our Barry Dental Care player of the game for this contest against Liberty is going to be Liberty's second baseman, Anna Dietrich. She goes 2 for 3 on the day. 2 singles, scored a run as well, and then 2 walks. She struck out swinging 1 time and played a really nice second base out there in the field.
All right, that's going to do it for us. We're going to be back with you next Wednesday. The Wildcats host the Quincy Notre Dame Raiders. They will be in action on Monday up at Macomb. We will not have that one here on tap, but we will be here Wednesday as Morgan Mueller comes to town.
I didn't know she played softball.
She plays softball, starting shortstop. I believe we'll get to see Cadence Smith in the circle, her or Josie Boyer, one of the two. We're very familiar with all these girls, a lot of friends between these two teams. Should be a lot of fun. A lot of fun parents as well. Good group of people. So we will see you next Wednesday right here on tap. Until then, for Reese Dunker, I'm Anthony Bar-Eyes. Thanks for joining us here on tap.